Hello, everyone. My name is Justin, and today we're here discussing men's mental health. We're gonna call this clip as a conversation. Today, I'm here with my guest,
Josh,
and
what's going on?
today we're gonna go with. We're just gonna give like a quick rundown, discuss men's mental health, the role models growing up, how to be a man, all that. But first, we're gonna get into a little bit more about what Josh and he does, and from there, yeah, we'll just take it from there.
Okay, well, y'all know my name is Josh, and I've been an entrepreneur for over 7 years. Really, yesterday was actually my anniversary
Okay, that's
starting
nice.
my entrepreneurship and cutting hair. But I also have a car rental fleet as well. It's doing well, but yeah, that's all I'm doing.
Okay, what got you to come here?
Honestly, my family been into it. Um, it's just been in the bloodline. My mother, she been doing hair before I was born, and then my older brother actually cuts hair as well. So that's why I was like, I feel like I could go crazy with it too.
Okay, so I like that. I like that. I do. Okay, now speaking of your older brother, would you say that he was like one of your role models growing up, or to you, who was your role model growing up that led you to become who you are today?
I definitely feel like he was a role model.
Mhm.
Um, he would guide me in the right direction and tell me what to do. So yeah, I definitely feel like he was a role model. My father a little bit as well, up until the age of probably like 11, 12.
11, 12.
But other than that, yeah, my brother. Yeah.
Okay,
My
so
brother and my father. Yeah.
same with me. My older brothers, love them to death. They shaped me to like the man I am today. It was along with my father, but the lesson that they showed me. So I do understand where you come from. That now, were there some specific lessons that they showed you and how to become a man, or how to be shape you into who you are?
Honestly, my brother with having discipline,
Hmm.
have be intentional with what you do. You know, well, I've always worked out and lift weights with him,
Hmm.
so we would always be together.
Keep in shape. I like
Stay
that.
in shape.
I need to
Yes.
do that. I need to get
Yeah.
it.
hmm
I see it. I see it. I'm looking at it. I see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Now, was there anything from them that you felt like you had to unlearn? When I say was there anything, when I say that, was it something where as you felt like not something that you didn't need, but was it something that they showed you kind of like, maybe that's not exactly something I should have been looking
Watching.
at, watching at
hmm
the time. Yeah.
Yeah. So with my father, he
Mhm.
was back then he was a real heavy drinker. So
Same here.
I would see him drink all the time. He's not like he used to be, but he's a functioning alcoholic.
Function like
Yeah,
that.
but but yeah, definitely it got to a point in like 2020 where I was drinking heavy, and uh, I had to take a step back and actually, detox and everything. I really, after high school, I graduated like 2018.
Mhm.
After high school, like 2 years straight, I was drinking, and so I just stopped. When I started to think about, like, this is real heavy and
Mhm.
bloodline, So I'm like, I just took a break and I got myself back right, started getting back in the gym, and yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, I can understand that, especially I come from a family of drinkers. I don't want to put too much of the business out there, but I understand how it
Yeah,
is with that.
yeah.
Now, to piggyback off that, what was that moment like to where you was like, okay, I am at like a lower point. Let me try to just take a step back from the drinking and get back to, how I was before.
It got to the point where when I couldn't, well, I would run a block and I would get tired, like because I used to play basketball and I used to be on the track team,
Like,
so I was real
right, shake your
athletic.
hand.
I
Track
was
team,
real,
cross country.
yeah. I was athletic, and when I started seeing signs when I'm going upstairs, I'm tired. I'm like,
Like, oh, wait a minute. Hold
yeah,
on.
like it's getting bad. So that was the turning point for me where I'm like, all right, I gotta stop this. So how I actually leaned into the gym, it was I didn't like it once I got back. I actually hated it. So I started juicing first to drop my weight. And once I started seeing progress with juicing, that's when I transitioned and just started, going crazy in the gym. Like, okay, I see some progress. I'm finna attack now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So moving on to the next question. Was there a moment in your life that made you question or like made you rethink like, oh, is this how a man's supposed to act? Or am I doing this the correct way? Or is there another way that I could, like, I know what you said with the drinking and all. Was there also another moment you was like, I'm doing this, but I feel like I should be doing something better? Like, as, like,
Yes. I started thinking about the goals I needed to do, the goals I needed to attack for myself, for my future. Yeah. And that was the starting the car rental fleet. Because I know I don't want to cut hair forever. So I needed, something else.
like what's like something next?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like that. I do. So with that, was there a particular moment that you went like, oh, I know I'm not gonna be cutting hair forever. Let me try to figure out like what can I do next to ensure that I'm where I want to be in life later. Was there a particular moment in time, or was there a particular event, or something that you was like, oh yeah, okay, I need to figure this out for myself?
I just thought about growing. That's it. I just thought about, just wanted to expand my options. That was it.
Okay, I like that. Want to like grow as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm always open to learning something new. So, yeah.
Okay, I like that. Now, for this next part, I know for me, or I know for like other of my close friends or colleagues, growing up, we would hear things like, oh, you gotta be tough, or you can't do this, you can't show emotions, you can't cry, you can't, be vulnerable in a way. Was that something that you experienced?
Not really, no.
Okay, so you had it like, so like,
No.
they wanted you to be
to show emotion, yeah. With my father, it would be sometimes he'll be like, nah, just
like
do what you need to do. Yeah, do what you need to do. Don't think about it. Like he really wasn't the person, the type to say go ahead and express how you feel. Of course, my mother was, but yeah.
Okay. So with that, you think that helped you shape you into like the decisions and choices you're making today?
Yes.
Or no, it's more so as how you go about things, or like a certain situation happening, did that help you to how you would handle it in a way that's acceptable to you?
Yes, I think that noticing what my father just said, just don't think about it. I think it helped me to think to just be more patient with everything. Know when the time is right. Say if you're going after something, let it come. Just be patient though.
Just let it come natural. Okay.
If it's meant to be, just let it come.
Yeah. I hear that from my people a lot. Like, don't force it. Like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Right.
If not, then just
God will make it work.
There you go. God will always find a way. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I do. Now for this next question, people often talk about a male loneliness epidemic. From that, why do you think so many struggle with loneliness, and is that something that you struggle with? And with that, how do you learn to deal with, or have you learned to deal with it, or have you wanted? How do you know someone that you could actually confide in, or is that something that you just learn to deal with on your own?
So I feel like I didn't have to deal with it as
Mm-hmm.
much um, because I have three brothers that was on my mother's side. So with, there was one question that you asked the beginning. I forgot what it was. You said how did
The lessons, or how did they shape you?
it was one in the beginning, not in the beginning. One you just asked. Uh,
About manning up?
I think so.
You want to see it? You can take a look back at it.
Which one did you just answer now? This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, why do I think somebody in trouble?
Yes.
I feel like they don't have a father around.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they don't know how to express themselves as well. Some people don't know how to, say how they really feel about a certain thing, and they, sometimes just nervous or scared to say how they feel.
See how they feel.
Yeah. Or they're not used to, men coming around and having a
Having that
conversation.
discussion.
So yes, yeah, I think that's why.
Now, is there any advice or any help you would give to them about wanting to get that emotion out so they're not feeling as like they're not alone?
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I would say books,
Mm-hmm.
self-help books. That's how I really learned, to network and connect with people. Some of them, let me see, how to win friends and influence people. Um, Teaches you how to connect well with, with people, and it's another one. How to talk to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
How to have a conversation with anyone is another book. But definitely practicing, just social skills with people. You know, not being afraid to. You can't be afraid to say hi or have a conversation.
Funny enough, I will admit that was one of my biggest issues.
Mm-hmm.
But look, I've learned like as growing up, it's just like it's not that hard. It's very simple to just go out there and just to even like you said, just to say hi. It's just you can't be scared to do it. You just gotta go out there and do it. So yeah. Okay, I like that. So for the next question I have for you. So first I wanna go like this. What is your personal definition of toxic masculinity? And to add on to that, what do you think contributes to that?
Toxic masculinity. I think men not being loved when they're little. I feel like that. It starts in. I feel like it starts in school. When we don't see the love that we supposed to get, we just tend to, go to school, be angry, and then what being angry cause you to talk about your friend talk back, talk back about you, and now it's every day. It was every day because I seen both sides of, a public school and a Catholic school, and I noticed the difference. It will be constantly every day. In the morning, we finna have a roast session. We finna talk about each other, condemn each other, criticize.
7 in the morning, 8 in the morning.
Yes, and it don't stop to the end of the day. So it's like you gotta have. It's like it's an ongoing, just condemning and criticizing. Just roast session. So I think that's where toxic masculinity, yeah, that's when it starts. It starts young. It definitely starts young when we don't get the love that we need.
How young would you say it started? Like from, would you say grade school, or I know definitely probably would be, they're definitely not in grade school, but in high school. But what would be like to you a particular moment where it'd be like, okay, this is kind of where it at least starts.
I think it starts like I think it starts like, you know, like fourth, fifth grade, maybe. Yeah, fourth, fifth grade. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm guessing like a child seeing someone else, someone would you say
Like
like
if
with
you see
their
somebody
father.
with nice shoes, you say, you know,
Uh-huh.
and you don't have on good shoes, you be like, man, I'm ugly. Like, and they'll be hating on you, but at the same time, it'll be like, you know, he really just, he really want my shoes,
Like,
you know, or
like he don't want to admit it. He want to
yeah,
go
he
out
like
and
him
say
for
it.
real. He don't want to admit it. He
Like,
like him for real. Yeah, you know.
like, those shoes
Mm-hmm.
whack, man.
Yeah.
Go back home and I wish I had those shoes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So to go off that, to you, what would be the difference between healthy masculinity and toxic? So I know we talked about like with the Wilson and all that, or like saying like, oh, those shoes are whack, but really wanting them. What flip side would be like the opposite of that? Like, what would be more so the healthier version of that?
I think that the healthy version would be connecting as brothers, you know, like working together, you know, because I feel like every other ethnic group besides, you know, African American people, you know, they work together, you know, so I would say, you know, working together, learning together, you know, just being the friends of each other instead of, you know,
I wish.
instead of, you know, oh, I see him, I don't like him for no reason, you know.
No reason.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I know
Yeah.
One thing my mom will always say is like, man, like we would be driving through, do a little Hispanic neighborhoods or Muslim neighborhoods, be like, man, if like black people come and do this, man, we can make this look real nice. We can build something, but it's just like, man, you understand that it's like, we put each other down instead of beating each other up, and that's like
We definitely do. We definitely do.
Yeah, that's a big.
Yeah,
that's a big.
And it's like they get ahead, everybody else get ahead, you know, working together. So I would say we will have to connect, but as a unity, just
As a unit.
yeah.
Okay, I like that answer. Moving on to the next question, which actually rolls into it. What does a healthy support system for men, especially like black men, like what does that look like? Like how do you, if you were just to say to someone actually to draw a picture to you, what would be that image that pops into your head of like a healthy like relationship between one another?
I would say us not being afraid to talk to each other. You know, like yeah, us not being afraid to talk to each other. I think that it goes back to me saying connecting. You know, like say if I've been friends with you, and you know, if we go to trade school, you know, we gonna work together. And okay, let's say I learned plumbing, you learn roofing, he learns, you know, brick, mortar, whatever, and we work together to build a house. You know, I think that us sticking together, we will, you know, give each other each knowledge that we know and help each other build as a team. You know, yeah, that's what I feel. Be a good support system. Yeah,
like that. So would you say that would be like that would allow us to create a space where we'd be vulnerable around each other? Like what would be to you would be like that space, or not even just like an example the trade school. What would be like another like space where say men could just come around each other
to
and
just
like,
talk. I would say the gym.
In the gym?
I would say the gym. Yeah, we can actually work out together. Yeah, meals. We go eat. Go out to eat. You know,
Go out
that's
to eat.
You know, home connect with like that too. Yeah, go out to eat or go to the gym. Yeah, just go outside. You know, have a good time. You know, come range. You know, maybe bar, you know, pool, bowling, you know, get together, you know, and connect, you know.
Something fun and free, or something to
Yeah,
get
a
us
cruise, you know, a trip, you know, something like that.
just to chill and hang out, and like really sit there and like just get that moment to sit down and talk and just really get to know where everyone's head.
Right, well, how everybody's feeling. It's not afraid to. I mean, it's not bad to ask your brother how's he feeling, how you doing, you know. So yeah.
That's true. So moving on to the next one, really great answer. So moving on to the next question, what's one thing you wish people would understand more about men's mental health in particular?
I feel like it's very important. I feel like it does get looked over, but it's like we have a lot going on each and every day. You know, I feel like we're going against a lot of things.
All the time.
So, especially with what's going on in the country right now, you said how I feel is important. I mean, how I feel is how can we be better? Is what you're saying? Okay. Oof.
Tough one, I know.
That's a tough one.
But I think that deals with so much going on that it's kind of hard to like kind of really sit down and get that going.
Can we come back to that one? Or was that the last one?
No, we got one more, so you got lucky. You lucked out.
Okay.
So with the next one, if you could give one piece of advice to a young man, we didn't even say a young black man that's struggling right now, what would it be?
One piece of advice, struggling, I would say map out, write down what you would want to do in your future. Write them step by step and take baby steps towards, and have discipline towards, what your goal is, and I would say attack it. But for me, like I said, it was, it started with, the gym, having mental clarity in there, you have your mind set on a certain way. Okay, I want to attack this every day, so attack it right. So write down the steps first. I feel like you gotta be, like, you gotta really want it. You know what I mean? So
like
I would say start writing it down first. Start writing it down, write your goals down, and then plan how will you attack it, and challenge yourself to meet that goal within a certain time. So yeah.
Now with that, say they don't reach the goal they would want to in that time frame. What would your advice be to them if they like feel discouraged, like, oh man, maybe I can't do this, or maybe it's just not meant to be, or what would you say to them? Be like, nah, you gotta at least keep attacking it.
I feel like you're not here for no reason. It's like you got another day to do it, because I feel like, why not? So it's like with me, I think there's always somebody that's in a worse position than you. So see how can you come back off that setback, after feeling discouraged. Like how can I,
bounce
get
back?
How can I bounce back from it and get to it? Yeah, that's what I think.
Great.
There's always somebody that got it worse than you, so it's like you still here to make it happen again tomorrow. So you got another day to try again and try again. Yeah.
And with that, what's your hope for the next generation of black men, young black men, in terms of them building for themselves, not only for themselves, but like future generations as well, in terms of, like you said, like just hope, the hopefulness of keep going, like just keep going at it, keep digging. What do you hope that young black men could achieve within like the next few generations from it?
I would say not being afraid to express themselves, because a lot of young black men are, hesitant to not. I mean, they don't say how they feel. So I would say, yeah, I hope they express themselves more. I want them to connect more. Learn to be, just learn social skills. Yeah, because I mean it's essential to life. It's essential to life. So just learn social skills.
As I know, it's the same message you would say for just younger men in general, not just black men, but black, Asian, Hispanic.
Find your why. Find your why. When you're going after something. That would be my message.
Great.
Find your why first.
Okay. So then last, and we're almost done. So, to you, when people leave this barbershop today, what's one thing you hope they remember from being a man, as well as taking care of their mental health? Like when they go back, say they go back and watch this video right now, what's one thing you hope that they just put into their minds that are like, okay, this is something that they, like say like I show this to my little cousin or little nephew, what's something that you hope like, okay, they can go back and,
gain from it?
Gain from it, yes.
I would say, I would say read more books, read more self-help books that help you grow within yourself. Like I said, finding your why, finding your purpose in life, or what you want to do. What may be your desire in life, that would be the message. I think that once you find your why, your purpose, it's like nothing that will stop you from getting up every day to chase it. So, yeah. Something in the game.
Something to keep with them. I like that. And with that, that's all the time we have today. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I'm here with my guest Josh. Thank you for your time today.
Yep.
And with that, that will conclude this interview. I hope you all have a wonderful day. God bless. Take care.